ideally, like in the future, I'd like to like be financially independent and be able to like focus on non-financial things.
So they're like your passion projects.
Passion projects for sure. Like making, like if I could spend a ton of money just making one of my visions come to life, like whatever it be.
Okay.
Like that would be super fun. Now I do it all the time, and like surfing and working out is like my resting period. Like when I need to go rest, or like I'm feeling burnt out from like doing too much like work or whatever, like you go do that and you're just completely reset. And it's such a luxury to have.
I saw you did an ad for maybe it's the same one. It's like the travel
Oh yeah, see
Simple or whatever.
Simple,
that was you.
yeah,
Simple.
that was me,
You were
yeah.
on camera,
I was
bro.
like, I have
you were
to.
on camera.
I was like, that was you.
That was me trying
I showed
to
Gabby.
do
This is
it.
Tucker. All right, everybody. Well, welcome to Life of Friends podcast, presented by Aviv the Brand. I'm Alex, one of your co-hosts.
I'm Randy Vialta, Kraken Productions.
What's going on, guys? This is Miguel, your other co-host.
We have a special guest today. His name is Tucker Allen.
Yep.
Right over here. Everybody give it a clap.
Yes.
Oh.
All right,
Some
all
more
right.
action here for you.
Tucker, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Give like a short description of who you are and what you do, and then we'll go from there, brother.
Okay. Originally from Pennsylvania. Grew up there until I was 18, then moved to California. Started making videos as like my main characteristic about myself when I was about like 12, whenever Vine came out.
Oh, fuck. I
And
forgot
then-
about
love Vine.
Vine.
Yeah.
Dude, same.
Do it for the Vine.
Do it
Vine
for the
turned into
Vine.
TikTok pretty much now.
Yeah.
Dude, I love
Yeah.
Vine.
Straight up. And
Okay.
then, I went to Chapman University, so that was great. And
Yep,
then
yep.
now I'm doing freelance video. I love surfing, working out, hanging out with friends, that kind of vibe. And then also just creating content that I feel inspired to create. Like,
Okay. I love that. That's a good intro. Shit. All right.
What are we-
Podcast is
what-
over
yeah,
now.
right.
No, okay.
Okay, guys.
Begin.
Let's
I
deep
wanna
dive
touch
a
on
little
That's all
bit.
you got.
topics.
I was gonna say like more of a like let's talk about your family first of all,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like that's kind of how like we met, I
Yeah.
guess. And
Yeah.
so like we actually all three of us used to work at Zinke.
No way.
Yeah, that's how we all
Oh, you
met.
know Zinke.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
yeah,
We-
we met Alex there.
Yeah, so we don't work there anymore. Yeah, him and his parents would come. Him and his family would come to Zinke all the time, and they would always get like very similar food, like
Yeah.
the ratatouille, and then your dad would always. You guys would always ask for the XO poêle and bread. I remember that specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we met like 3-4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I believe. And your family, like, just you guys were so close and like just one of the kindest human beings ever, and you could just feel that energy.
Thank you.
And then at the house, which is a private member's place in Newport Beach, I saw your parents there all of a sudden randomly, and I was
Yeah.
like, Jeff and Nina, what are you doing here? And then that's how we met.
Yeah.
Small world, man.
And then I had no idea you were in videography, photography.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's kind of how we got along. What would you say, like, your family dynamic is? Like, on the outside, you guys are, like, super close and whatnot?
I'd say we're close and individualistic. Like we all have our own like individual traits that like really define us. And I don't know if like how that came about, but everyone in my family has like their own unique like passion.
Yeah.
And like for example, my younger brother, like my younger brother is like he's super intense with whatever he's doing. Like,
Okay.
And right now, like his current intense grind is like getting super fit and like
I've seen him at the UFC gym.
yeah,
Yeah, we go to the same gym.
He is an animal.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool, bro.
like,
you know, set
he,
your mind
like-
to it. Do it.
He ran a marathon like a month ago without training. Like he was just
I
like,
saw that video.
yeah, crazy video. Yeah, he makes videos too, and they're really good.
He did, like, the lap, right?
Yeah, he just did a lap around a track.
He ran a marathon
Right.
with no training, just filmed himself.
He just jumped
He
into it.
boxed. He boxed a lot and like he weight trained a little bit, and then was like, you know what, I can do this. Like it's all in my mind, and like
Right.
he just did it. And then the next week he did some other crazy challenge that was like equally as psycho.
That's
and then
powerful.
he did like a half Ironman.
That's awesome. But
How old is he?
He's 21.
21.
Yeah, he's at that age, dude.
David
Yeah.
Goggins right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Done, dude.
I'm 23.
Okay, I
23.
figured you were
Yeah.
around that age. That's cool. That's
But
cool.
then also going back to my family, like my dad is an entrepreneur, and my dad's also like very like intense with things. He's very intelligent. Like his education was like a lot of it was like self-taught. He would just like want to learn about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom, crazy enough, is from Moscow, Russia.
Okay, so yeah,
Mother
I actually
Russia.
we actually were talking about it. I was like, his mom Ina has an accent definitely, so I know she's either from Europe or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moscow, Russia, and then she was out there studying linguistics. She was incredibly intelligent. She was in her college. They only had 12 accepted people per year, and she made it in. And this is funny because she got in and she met with the president of the school, and the president of the school was complaining to her, being like, wow, like someone in this 12-person class like didn't even pay us to get in. This is so annoying. Like, because like two people like didn't pay to get in, and that was my mom. My mom was just sitting there
just got in there.
Yeah, she was like, oh my gosh, like everyone else is paying in to get in. And my mom's like really smart.
Yeah, I mean, freaking
Well, I
the
mean,
odds of that.
if you're going to college that only takes 12 people out of the whole year and
Yeah. I
mean-
didn't pay a single dime to get in, I
Yeah.
mean, and you're not paying in cash, but you're paying in work.
Yeah, you're
You know
paying in
what I
work
mean?
completely.
That's what I'm saying. So,
So you pretty much come from a family of freaking amazing people, just
Yeah.
studs in general, and just like brains and entrepreneurs, which is I think it kind of like flowed into like everybody
That's crazy.
from your family.
It's how our minds work. Just like my parents got on the internet right as it came out and started doing translation, because like linguistics and entrepreneur came together in America and did that.
Wow.
And, like,
Genius.
now they still do it. Like their industry hasn't died during COVID. They didn't hit a recession. Like internally, they probably had more jobs during COVID, because they do legal pharmaceutical documents, and it's not like Google Translate or ChatGPT. Like it's like jargon, like medical device translation, medical procedure translation, legal translation. So
Into
like
like a whole different language
Yeah.
for someone.
any language to any language, and it's so technical that like if you mess up or something legally, you could be in trouble if it says like, oh, like this will boost someone's like blood level, but it actually, instead of blood, it meant like a different chemical.
And
Like
it's easy with languages to get
Yeah.
that like messed up. Like one thing in this language might not mean the same thing in this.
Conjugations.
I actually did translating too. That was like my internship in Vietnam. Mine was not that like complicated,
yeah.
but it was like I did.
No
like,
one's gonna die if you.
Yeah,
if you
I
miss
did
the word.
marketing materials from French to English and English to French in Vietnam. So I mean, nothing to that level, but
yeah, it didn't start that way. Like it started like my mom would just go into boardroom meetings and she would like talk Russian to English for people, and then like, I don't know, having kids and trying to do that was hard. So they were like, we got to go with like a document route, because
Damn, dude.
she didn't want to like
Yeah.
just not have a relationship with us.
I mean, I feel like that's what entrepreneurship in general is. Like, you might start one thing, and then like down the line, it's gonna be a whole pivot just because you realize there's a better way or there's a better opportunity. So you might start with this idea, and then it's gonna end up something completely different.
yeah, exactly. No, I mean, I was going to ask a question right now, actually. So you said it'll translate it to any language, right? From any language.
yeah.
How many languages do your parents speak?
My mom speaks Russian and English, and my dad speaks English and a little bit of Russian. That's it.
Okay. Gotcha.
They have 5 or 6 like independent contractors, I think, maybe more now, but like from what I remember, they have like about 5 or 6 independent contractors, project managers, and then they have subcontractors that they are like our trusted translators that they have connections with.
Yeah.
For every
Nice.
language, because it's like my dad recently got asked to do like a Tibetan tribe, like they had to trans, and it's like, how do you even find someone that like does that realistically?
That's so hard.
Yeah.
You'd have to travel there or just like
see if you can like record some chants from me, like because I make music, some
Yeah.
Tibetan chants.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
How
For
do you
Kraken
do that?
Productions.
Right? How do you find these people,
Dude, I don't know.
that's funny.
bro? That's incredible, man.
That's pretty awesome.
This sounds like a full time gig. Like, is that all they do?
That's all they do, and they're still doing it.
Yeah, good for them.
Let's
Well,
talk a little bit about
No, I don't want to stray too much. Yeah, go
yeah.
ahead.
Let's talk a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
You said you're from Philly,
Yeah.
right? So or
Philly.
Pennsylvania. You know, I'm so bad like American like geography, like
Okay,
the
yeah,
USA. You mentioned Pennsylvania, and I was like, oh wait, is he not from Philly?
Oh, it's a P. Philly.
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Philly.
he said Pennsylvania, and I was like, is he not from Philly? For a quick second, I was like, wait, don't be dumb,
Yeah,
Alex.
Philadelphia's not. There.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
you're from Philly.
Out here, I say I'm from Philly because like not a lot of people know like Pennsylvania, or I guess people do, but it's like I just say Philly because it's like, okay, like that's where you're from. But
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania, I say I'm from King of Prussia because I'm not from Philadelphia. Like Philadelphians are way like it's a complete different lifestyle. I grew up in the suburbs. Like my house had like a little creek. Like we had like neighbors. Like it was a completely normal thing. It wasn't like I was living in North Philly, like in like an actual city.
hood.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
When did he move out here?
I moved out here when I was like 18, just for Chapman, but I didn't really like mentally move out here until last year. Because last year in May, I moved into a house in Irvine with some of my friends. And
Okay.
I was like, all right, I'm officially a Californian. I'm here like 99% of the time. I
Yeah.
go back for holiday. But yeah, that's like when I officially moved out here. And then PA was like really, really strange for me. Like I loved Pennsylvania in a lot of ways, but out here it just suits my lifestyle better. I loved fishing and like skateboarding, snowboarding back in Pennsylvania, but the mountains aren't that great. It's really cold most of the time in the winter. And I also loved surfing, and I didn't really know that because I didn't get to experience it too much.
Yeah, now you do all the time.
Now I do it all the time, and like surfing and working out is like my resting period. Like when I need to go
Nice.
rest, or like I'm feeling burnt out from like doing too much like work or whatever, like you gotta do that and you're just
Yeah.
completely reset. And it's such a luxury to have. Like every
Dude.
day I have this mentality, like I used to grow up in Pennsylvania and I couldn't access any of this, and now I have a car and like I have water and I have like good food. Like
You
I
could
have
go-
like
you could go
salmon.
snowboarding.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was
as
gonna
well.
say. No, I was just like, you should probably try the California challenge, man.
I
Like,
did it.
Yeah,
Oh, you did it?
Yeah,
Dude, that's so
twice.
cool.
What's the California
Okay,
challenge
so
again?
for everybody that doesn't know, so the California challenge is, if you knew, like, our topography here in California is you can hit up the surf.
That's a big word.
Yeah, thanks. I actually read it 5 times before I got here. Don't know what it means, but you can hit up the surf at 6 in the morning, drive 2 hours, hit the snow, get to, hit the slopes, and then at night go to the desert and catch the sunset.
Is that how it goes? The
Oh,
challenge?
I didn't desert. I should have.
All in
Oh
one
yeah,
day.
I think that's what it is. A 3 thing. I think it's surfing in the morning,
Surf, snow, desert.
afternoon desert, and then sunset surfing.
Yeah.
I could be
All that
wrong.
too. Yeah, all that too. But the point is, all 3 in one day. You
Well,
can
I
do
thought
that.
it was 4. I thought it was surfing, snowboarding, desert, and then city. So
What do
you
you-
get
you could-
so
you
so
could do
so
that.
you,
Oh,
so
like
you get
skateboarding in the city?
No, like Los Angeles, like big, not like suburbs, Orange County,
Mm-hmm.
Costa Mesa, Newport Beach. I mean, like city, like a bigger, like
Yeah.
like
can
San
still do that.
Diego, L.A.
Oh yeah.
I actually have I think I've said it to people. I have like I want to do like a vlog style, like a crazy video of like just doing that challenge.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah,
recording it
yeah.
and doing like a fucking sick ass video from
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Do it
I
right
mean,
now.
like,
That'd be
let's do
cool.
that.
Take
I
him with
love
us.
vlogging. Yeah, I'll
should
make
do
that.
it.
I'll make the whole video too. Like, I
We should do
There
it.
you go. See.
Or maybe
That-
Jensen can help us out. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
we
he
should
wants
just
to
do
help
a
He's
fucking-
okay.
Do a
Jensen's
double.
on board, he said.
We should just do a massive trip. That'd be so fun.
Hey, we got the nod, boys.
Dude, so
just do
much
it right now.
We're
content.
in.
Should we go?
I'm gonna go over to you said like you're
Take a
super into
camera.
working out and whatnot, obviously.
Yeah.
Your fitness routine. I
Yeah.
know in January and February you are not drinking.
Yeah, I wasn't
And
drinking.
you fucking got like I remember you came in one day at the house, you were like with like
Dude,
you were
yeah,
like fucking
that was the key.
jacked, shredded. Like what was your routine? Did you do 75 hard? Like
Mm.
or just explain a little bit about that.
Workout routine was lift heavy weights consistently, and don't poison your body, and make sure that you're hitting your macros with a calorie surplus of like 500 to 1,000 calories. And that's strictly from my brother. Like he would text me workouts. I'd be like, hey, what do I eat? How do I do this? Making sure you get a lot of leucine, like specifically like one of the BCAAs that like initiates muscle growth, like just literally optimizing all of that. My friend gave me this app. It's called Food Noms, and like I swear, once I started tracking my calories and lifting hard to failure, and not drinking, especially like even like one sip of alcohol, like not even having a sip of alcohol, especially like if you're eating food.
Yeah.
I definitely got intense with it, and then now I'm like back to like I'll have a drink every once in a while, but. Like my brother was explaining that the food in your body is processed differently once alcohol enters. So like if
didn't
you're
know that.
yeah, so if like you're eating like I'll go to the house and I get like a steak and like potatoes and all this stuff, trying to like hit like a super good like meal, and I would have wine with it or something. And my brother was saying like I'm not going to gain weight the same way. So I stopped for January, February, March, and just went hard like that, and I gained so much weight. I've gained 20 pounds.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like muscle weight.
Yeah, muscle weight. Yeah, he definitely didn't gain like other
He's
weight.
like, wait, like muscle?
My body
bro,
fat
like,
went
is he-
down.
Yeah, you're freaking shredded. You
I'm
gained 20
eight-
pounds and your body fat went down?
I have 8% body fat. I went from like my first scan, I did 329, 23. I was which is like 22 days ago. I had 95 pounds of lean muscle, and I had 10% body fat. And then yesterday I scanned in, and I have 101 pounds of lean muscle, and I have 8% body fat. And this is because
wow.
I'm doing a scientific like I'm not like everything with my body is extremely calculated.
You're a freaking well-oiled machine.
Ice bath every morning. Like it's just I don't get sore. And also one thing about this is the waves in California have been so bad. All the surfers know this right now. The waves have been so bad. So I have like no calorie, like my caloric burn is way lower.
Okay.
So
Damn. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Well,
It's
pretty
shit.
intense.
Hopefully we get to be like that.
Yeah, yeah. That's, I mean,
You
that's
Don't
honest-
awesome.
sign me up for that.
it's honestly like it's just like it's literally using your body as like a scientific like equation, just like because I thought I was a really hard gainer. I thought I couldn't gain weight, and really it's like you have to eat like someone trying to lose weight, but in reverse. Like when you're trying to lose weight, it's hard to not eat. You know,
Yeah.
like you're really hungry, and you're like that same level of pain on that side should be given into eating. Like I would like be so full, and I'd be like, I can't even eat anymore. Like, but you have to. It's
You have to. Yeah. I fucking.
equal and opposite force.
What'd it do?
You'll get the same return. So
I bulked last year winter, and this like I told myself like I don't think I was ever gonna hit like I'm pretty short. I'm like 5'7" on a good day, and I've never been above like 170 pounds my whole life, and 170 pounds is like really heavy for me. And then like me and Miguel were working out, and I was like, bro, I'm 172, 73. I was like, I think I could hit 180 plus. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I did it in a very bad way. I just dirty bulked like crazy.
what'd you do? Like olive oil and
No, I ate like fast food almost every night. Like
Okay,
I would eat like at midnight. Like I really had to force myself. It was really hard to be 182.
yeah.
But like I said, like you're not really people that say they're hard gainers. You're not really a hard gainer. You're just not trying. You really have to eat.
It's just scientific. Like it's like calculate how much muscle mass you have.
Yeah.
Calculate how much calorically you burn. Like I burn 1,723 calories a day if I'm sitting. Like
What the
so
fuck?
I know like that's
So you know
how much I'm-
exactly because you did the test and whatnot.
Yeah, and if you wear an Apple Watch, I don't, but you can see how many calories you're burning generally, and if you're eating 1,000 over that, you know, and like that 1,000 calories can come down to like using butter when you cook.
Yeah, or like
Like
olive oil or anything.
Olive oil, butter, or like just literally take a cup of olive oil. Do like 4 tablespoons.
Sugar.
Drink that. Sugar is good, but also at the same time, like I'm always trying to like hit a macro with whatever I'm taking.
Yeah, so
like,
whatever it is.
even though fat like isn't necessarily like the best macro to like just overdo, I usually do that.
Okay.
I tried Mass Gainer, that did nothing for me. Mass Gainer is like a protein powder that's super high in carbs.
It's so thick too.
It's so thick, it's hard to eat. Like
Yeah.
it kills your day if you're trying to like work after that,
Yeah.
dude.
We're gonna move over to
Wait, can you tell me what you do workout wise?
oh shit.
Because you haven't. I wanted to know like
He
what do you
mostly
do
squats.
to work out?
mostly squats.
At least 6 times a week.
For me, I kind of right now I'm kind of like weird phase between like powerlifting, but I'm cutting right now, so it's like my strength is way down, and like my joints are not able to like just because I was eating so much, I was so heavy, and that time like I felt amazing. So right now I just work like pretty much 5 to 6 days a week. I do cardio every single time. I do 45 minutes to an hour before I work out.
Jeez.
And then I'll do my lifting, like, you know, chest and triceps, back and buys. My leg days right now are pretty terrible because my knee's really bad. But leg days, and then same thing again, another back and buys, and then chest and triceps. I try to hit each muscle like 2 times a week
2 times a week.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that
yeah.
cardio.
That's what Miles was saying.
And mainly the cardio that I do for an hour, it's so easy for, it seems like long, but it's easy for me to do because that's when I'm doing all my work.
Yeah.
Like the reels, the social media, emails, calls, planning things. So I actually enjoyed that because at first I was like, you know, I'm gonna do an hour cardio after my workout, after the lifting, so I could have a better lifting session. But actually it was opposite. I had a horrible lifting session because I was focused. I was like, oh, I want to get this workout done so I could do cardio and do work.
Yeah.
So now I do the opposite, get the work
Gotcha.
done, do the cardio, and then clear mind for the
Yeah.
workout. But let's move over to you and Chapman. I think Miguel has a question about that.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. You mentioned you went to college here, Chapman University to be exact. What degree did you want to major in?
I did marketing,
Marketing?
business
Okay.
marketing. Yeah.
So that kind of related to photography later on? Is that how you implement
I didn't
it, or-
study photography or video at Chapman, which is some would say that's pretty poor idea. And honestly, I think that I would have benefited from some of it. I think that there's a lot of creators that you know, you can learn how to make videos and photos just from YouTube and
Right.
like Instagram and stuff. But like what I really wanted to do was learn how to navigate the business world and like understand how I'm going to create a business model that's going to sustain me, because I see a lot of people that like either don't have that or have one other side that's like really strong. But I feel like the business thing was the thing that I wasn't getting. And so I wanted to go and study specifically that.
Smart.
And also when I joined Chapman, like I stopped making videos. I like barely made videos.
'Cause you're too busy.
Thing. Right, focus
I
on
was
school.
so overwhelmed with California, like being able to drive to the surf yet again. I met some really great people out here. Like everyone I bring to the house, like Wilder and
Wilder and all
that
that.
crew, like I can spend unlimited time with them and like
Yeah.
hang out. So it was just like I was just pretty distracted when I first got here. And then like as like college was ending, I was like, okay, like let's get back into this. Like I know how to make videos still. Let's grind it, and there we are.
Okay, so how did you get into film then?
Vine. So I was making. This is really stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, back to
My
Vine.
favorite topic.
Dude.
Let's go. Bring
I
it
was making these cringe TikTok video or Vine videos, and it
Right.
was me doing frisbee trick shots with my best friend Connor Ryan back in Pennsylvania. We'd like time a dubstep drop to like the rim hit, like you know.
That's cool though, dude. I
all
did
we did.
in middle school. I
yes,
did
that's
it's
great.
still on YouTube. Me and my one of my best friends from Belgium. We would do basketball trick shots in
Yeah.
his farm.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Like the stupid cringy videos.
It was so cringe, but like it was so rewarding, and like it's all we wanted to do. Every weekend we'd be there, like throwing frisbees. My buddy lived by Villanova, so like we could just go to Villanova and like skate and do that, and then like
That's right.
also like from there I started editing people's footage from here, which I'm sure a lot of them, like I would personally get annoyed if someone was doing this to my footage, but like I was just sitting in my room 14, you know, like all these people in California and Hawaii were making these crazy edits, like kind of like what I do now, but they were doing
For
like
Vine, right?
really cinematic stuff for Vine. I would download them and then re-edit them and then be like, hey guys, check out this page. Like this is my spin on their footage. Did that to a bunch of people. And then like my first year out in California, I just ran into all of those people. Like I ran into all of the creators. Like it was super weird. Like the first time, like I was surfing and like I was a kook and I was like sitting under this wave and someone was going down it and jumped off to like not hit me. And he came up and he was like, Tucker? And I'm like, Derek? I'm like, super weird. So
What
Derek
the fuck?
Cleveland, met that guy, used to edit his footage because it was really cool. Johnny Els is like a pro surfer here. Rides a rip curl. He just paddled out at Huntington one day and I was like, dude, what is this? This is like October of my first year at school. So like it was like 2 months in,
Like,
met
I'm
two
meant to be here.
creators, met Jack Germain, who's probably my favorite cinematographer ever. Jensen definitely knows.
Jensen,
him.
do you know him?
I actually don't.
No way. Oh, dude, he's a legend. He does YouTube now.
Okay.
Like he makes a YouTube for a surfer, but like met all these guys that like I was editing on Vine. I was like, this is crazy, you know. And like now I can go
That's
create
so cool.
like I
Yeah.
can go create my videos here, and like I can like now actually get my camera on these spots and like super fun. But that's like where it all started. Some like one of my first clients just was like, hey, this video is cool, like a frisbee trick shot video. It's like, can you do something like this for my business? So I did something like that, and then from there on, my dad would drive me to jobs, and I'd film
Shout out
random
Dad.
stuff. Shout out dad.
Yeah.
My dad would also help me. Like he would help me
Like hold the camera.
construct everything
great,
and
sweetie.
like making sure that like the business side of it was done well, and like also always pushing me to do business stuff. He was always like, hey, how can you make money off this? Like what, you know, like
I love it.
how can you angle yourself? So like
Push
love
it,
that
dude.
mindset.
That's so cool.
yeah,
That's
everything. I attribute all of my business success, like every dollar that I have, from my dad, pretty
Hell
much.
yeah.
Because like anyone can make the videos, but it's like I said at Chapman, learning business. It's like you need to go and learn how to make money with it.
Yeah.
smart,
Yeah,
man. That's a great thing to learn when you're like that young, honestly.
I had an idea for Chapman business or Chapman film students. Chapman film students, they get like a budget. Sometimes it's like $1,000, but sometimes you can get like $15,000
for like a month or a video.
for a video. And
Okay.
you'll have a semester or 2 semesters to make the video. Chapman students, like if I'm wrong about this, like the numbers are probably off, but I always think it's a great idea. Why not pitch a company, hey, I have 15 people on this set last year. This is the video we made. And this video that we're going to create is about a runner like coming over like hardship or whatever. What if we include Celsius in on this and you double our budget and we'll make this whole project around Celsius, and we'll create one cut that's like just the regular video for Chapman, and then you have another cut that has like the person speaking about Celsius or like drinking it, and it's like subtle product placement, and they could use it as a pre-roll ad, and you could actually make a lot of money, and you would have a lot of leverage on the company being like, look at all these, we have so much like assets, or like we have so many assets right here. We have amazing cameras. We have like a 15-person crew. All these people are talented. We can work specifically like working towards your marketing
kill
goals.
Two birds with one stone.
Yeah, and it's like I wish that I could have gone back in time and done that. Tried to pitch a company and be like one of the first people at Chapman to like go make a bag while doing it.
Why don't you go back to Chapman and talk to someone there? Chapman University.
I should
check out Tucker.
I should. I mean, I subcontract a lot of my work to Chapman students. Like I'll ask them to film some of my jobs because I can't do every job, and like sometimes it's hard because the margins are tough. Not all my gigs are a lot of money. Like some of them are like.
You brought that up before, actually. Going to like a college or university and getting students that are like graphic designers or whatnot, or e-commerce or marketing to like help us out for like a lower price because they're students.
Yeah.
And some of them are geniuses.
That's
so
awesome. Well, okay, so I want to touch upon something real quick. Okay, so you went to school, you got a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Vine's the one that got you into photography and everything. Now, you also do film, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You have your own company now? Is that
I have an
you
LLC.
do? Right? Oh, you have an LLC. Even better. Cool.
congrats.
Yeah, congratulations.
My dad helped me get it yet again.
Yeah?
Like
was
back when I was
recently, right?
16. I've had it for a while.
Back when you were 16, you said?
When I was 16, yeah.
You got an LLC at the age of 16.
Oh, I just got mine 2
years
years
ago.
ago.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
that's very impressive.
Well,
man.
you gotta.
Congratulations.
You
on
had
that.
to. I didn't know what else to do.
That
'cause
is so cool.
That's
there were
awesome.
actually there were actually a lot of people in PA that wanted videos. So
Oh, I bet. That's really cool, honestly. Personally, first of all, I didn't know what an LLC was until like 5 years ago. I just got mine 2 years ago, so that's pretty impressive, man. I was very accomplished. Actually, if it wasn't for these guys, I wouldn't have gotten mine, actually. So that's a very good accomplishment. Good job. My question to you, so you have your company. I mean, how do you get your clients? How do you like really focus, and how do you
good
market?
question.
How do you get clients to come to you and stuff?
that's always the hardest question, and a lot of businesses will pay you a lot to do that. But I would say half of my clients are a random direct message.
Oh.
Hey, I saw this video. Can you please call me? I have a project. And it's that I post a lot of videos and do a lot of videos for free with people because they generate money. So that's 50% of the way I make clients is just from direct message on Instagram. People see my work. I would say another 25% is my friends vouching for me in situations. Or like even when I'm not in a situation with them, like they're just like pitching me.
Oh yeah. So it's all like word of mouth, basically.
Yeah.
That's great. Your word speaks for yourself.
It's the network, you know? Like
Yeah.
you said, as friends.
Well,
That's awesome.
It also goes back into like we kind of do the same thing. You kind of surround yourself with like the right people, and it's like, oh, fuck, I forgot that quote where it's like, when you're in a room full of opportunity, if you're surrounded by the right people, they will say your name.
They will mention your name.
They will mention your name no matter what
bring
it
up.
is, right? Like
Exactly.
I think that's like amazing of your friends. Obviously, you found the right people.
Yeah, I worked with this company called Mela. They do like watermelon water, and
Okay.
my friend Wilder sold me to the guy. Like I didn't
Oh,
even,
shit.
I barely did anything. Wilder was like, he like talked to Dominic, the owner of Mela. We were at Bear Flag, and like, basically we were just like all getting lunch, and I just showed up, and Wilder was like, hey, you got to talk to Tucker. Like he makes all these cool videos. He can do stuff for your brand. And like 3 weeks later, I made like 30 reels for them.
30 reels?
And one long video for them. So it was a long.
He said in 3 weeks later.
3 weeks later, I started making
you
reels.
started making
I started
I
making reels.
was like, bro, 30 reels in one long video in 3
You're
weeks.
fucking.
I wish.
That's
I wish,
beast
dude.
mode.
Yeah, I wish. No, it was over a long period of time, but I did stuff from them for like the winter to the fall. I think that's about how long I did work with them.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Now they moved on to like other stuff, and I'm doing other things. But
Hey, you got the opportunity.
then 25% is my clients telling other people. So it's like a lot of it's word of mouth, and then the other part is just like making videos, and like it's always the dumbest video. It's always the stupidest video. Like
We were just talking about that yesterday, actually, where you can put so much effort into a video and, just touch everything
Yeah.
perfectly, but it won't do that well on social media.
yeah,
And then you can just shoot the stupidest video ever, and then it'll go
As well.
viral.
yeah.
But then Indiana's like I guess like a creator and like I would say an artist pretty much, like what's like I don't know how to phrase this properly, right? Like social media trends right now, it's all about quick reels, stuff like that, jumping on trends. But sometimes as a creator, you want to do something like passionate project.
Yeah.
So like, how do you balance it, right? There's certain things that you love to do to film wise, but there's certain things that makes you money.
Yeah.
So like, what do you prefer doing, and what's like, I guess your moral stance on it? Like, would you rather just do your full passionate thing and get like less views or whatnot, or do the crazy stuff?
For me, I'm more about like money versus no money, not like views versus no views. And like all the stuff that I make money on, I need to post more of that on my Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't right now, but like I have some like higher paying clients that I just don't really post about, and they're on the back burner. And I'm not making a lot of money by any means, but like some of the higher paying clients like Colliers International Real Estate, like I do their videos. Just did a package of like 8 videos for them. Haven't posted anything. I think I posted like one story. Like
We know
on
that's
the
money
day.
though.
But yeah,
We know from Jensen.
That's how we know.
They're
yeah.
good, and like, but so I'll do those videos, and I have an editor, and like to make sure that like I'm not getting burnt out. Like I like make sure that the work is evenly distributed and like whatnot. And then when I want to film something that I like for example surfing, I use it as not that it's like productive list. Like I will use the video I'm doing right now for fun. It's a passion project called Out West. It's with 2 pro surfers, and it's already netted me 2 jobs. Because it's for fun. I post reels, like I post like them like in a studio and then them surfing, and I post these clips.
There's one with the lights and the colored lights.
The lights and stuff. Like it looks like it's nonsensical, and it's like, oh, what even is this? It's just a rap song and like people doing whatever, but like it actually nets you clients because people see that, and 50% of my client income is from that. So it's like I use my passions like that are not directly making me money to make me money later on.
Sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Planting the
Like
seed, you know?
like that, the last Instagram reel I posted with them got me 1 job for the end of May, and also got me 1 job where I'm creating like a 20-minute film. I haven't accepted that job yet because I don't know if I want to do it.
Yeah.
But like it's I definitely like I find like even if you're doing something for your passion, it can always give you a return as long as it's like, you know, you're producing some sort of asset or whatever.
Unless you're yeah, okay, that makes sense.
You know? So I get to have fun with it still, but I mean the real estate ones, they're not very fun. Like, you know, I'm like asking people like statistical questions, and they're answering it, and then it's like a informational
but that's
video.
where like the money comes, but then you have your passion projects to like help that creatively as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also the other thing I'll do is like just making videos of my friends, like when we
Yeah,
go
you did
out
it for Wilder.
Yeah, I do it for Wilder. I know, I did that with you.
You had the Vive hat, and
Yeah.
I was like, that's
That was
fucking
actually
amazing.
a really cool video.
And that was for fun.
Yeah.
I was like,
That was
this is
for
amazing.
fun. I got this new lens that's super wide, and it doesn't fit my camera right. Cameras are like full frame, like the one that I have, and I have an APS-C, which is like a smaller sensor, and I put that on there so it doesn't fit the camera right, and it has this weird like vignette on the frame, and I was like, all right, let's go, and I just filmed him doing random skate tricks.
The editing's amazing
Nice,
too.
nice.
Obviously, I mean, you're good at what you do. So,
It's fun, yeah. It's
Yeah.
super fun.
so we're actually gonna move over to what's your Vive segment at the moment.
Yeah.
So Vive means to live in French. So it's gonna be a little bit on the deeper side. So first
Yeah.
question first. What's your reason to actually like keep living or like, you know, do life in general?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, sorry.
that's
Yeah, it's a
super
little deep, but you could go in whatever route you prefer.
I mean, I like creating, and I like just experiencing the highs and lows, I would say. I like, I don't know. I like finding peace in certain moments, and then also like just like trying to understand certain things. I get a lot of value out of like I'm an analyzer. So
Okay.
I feel like I like analyzing things, and like creating things and then experiencing things. Those are like the 3 things. I'm not very deep with it, but like,
No, I mean,
I like
that's life.
analyzing
I mean,
the world. Like I love like theorizing and stuff like that. And just like, yeah, trying to get to the next level. Like just seeing how far it can go. And ideally, like in the future, I'd like to like be financially independent and be able to like focus on non-financial things.
So they're like your passion projects.
Passion projects for sure. Like making, like if I could spend a ton of money just making one of my visions come to life, like whatever it be,
Okay.
like that would be super fun.
Leading up to that answer, actually, Miguel has a question about that.
Well, I think you kind of answered that question, right? What are your long-term and short-term goals? I think your long-term goal is to be financially independent, right?
Yeah.
Short-term goal, I think, is working to get there. No.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
That's
it's
what
like
you're kinda doing.
my short-term goals is I actually have 3 right now. It's mind, body, and then financial. Those
Okay.
are the 2.
Mind,
This is
body,
for
and
short-term?
financial.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the mind is like, I think just like getting away, like my mind is very like I have a very busy mind. I took like a class in meditation my senior year. Thought it was probably the most impactful class I took at Chapman, believe it or not. And like, it really exposed like how crazy my mind was, you know, like scrolling on TikTok and stuff. Like I was going on that too much and like, I could never like focus on things.
Because you
So-
started on Vine.
Yeah, I know.
That's a great
Literally.
theory. Yeah.
So like the goal for the mind was just like calm the mind down. Don't overthink, just do. And then for body was like hit 195, but that has now grown to 200 just based on my brother. Like he was like, go to 200 and then cut. And then financially is just make enough money where I'm not really thinking about money. Like and those are my
Not
short-term goals. Like I don't want to be worried about money. So I can just like, and I don't think it has to be like a stressor in my life. I'd like it to be something that just comes and like, as long as I'm adding value to customers with video, like I think that you should be fine. Especially because now like video is so important. Having good video for your business is so important.
Yeah, for everything.
Everyone perceives your company by the video, and it's like everything's online. Everyone's quickly assessing if they're gonna go to your store, if they're gonna buy your product, if they're gonna visit your place based on video. You can like with video, you can make a boring bar look amazing or a really fun bar look horrible.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
your marketing is so important. So like as long as you're doing like I think the industry that I'm in right now is only growing and like there's so much more opportunity for it, you know?
Dude, this industry is crazy. Just like recently, I was talking to like Jensen and Miguel and whatnot, how like a lot of people are like, now that we have a clothing brand and whatnot, and this business, like we know so many photographers and videographers when before, like I didn't know that many.
Mm-hmm.
It's an insane amount.
Yeah, I mean, just in the past 3, I think at least like 5 people that I know started jumping into photography
Yeah.
and videography.
Shit, even I'm thinking about. Like,
Yeah.
I told Jensen, I was
You're
like,
one of them.
I want to get a camera and get a computer and just like start doing it, and like I feel like I could do pretty well. But
You
it's
have
Yeah,
the
like,
eye for
yeah.
it. You have the eye for it.
but the thing is, it's the money and the equipment
That's
that
what
I
I've
don't
been.
have.
That's what I've been telling him too. It's like, bro, have you seen his pictures on an iPhone?
Oh yeah.
They look
In your
legit, and it's in a
studio?
fucking
yeah.
iPhone. You know, now imagine if you had the actual equipment for it and the actual cameras.
Shout out
Dude.
iPhone.
You can,
I bought the iPhone 13 Pro just for the camera.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
actually going to do that, but I'm just gonna wait a little bit. But rather, I feel like instead of that, I'm gonna invest in like a computer for editing, obviously, and then a camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, there you have it. But going back to that other question, so you said those 3 were your short-term goals, including being financially stable.
Yeah.
What is your long-term goal then? What do you have for the long term? Like, have you like sat and thought about
I mean,
that? Or?
long-term goal, I'd like to have like a really loving, like passionate wife. And then in addition to that, like having a home built by one of my friends.
Wow,
Sebastian
shit.
Fanucci is
Okay.
he's an architect.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna have him build this like custom home I think it's gonna be in Topanga Canyon. I don't know where yet.
Okay.
But I want this very minimalistic home.
You're like ahead of your fucking time,
Dude, I know.
Like you're.
I
just-
mean,
you're-
dude, saying that and then actually getting that, like actually
No,
manifesting
but,
that
but
is so
the fact that
different.
you already planned all that out, it already puts you 5 steps ahead of everyone else, right? Because some
Specific
people
enough.
aren't even thinking of that yet.
I don't know. I mean, that's just one of the goals. I think everything else to like what in my mind it's like to get to that goal, you have to like you're gonna have to get through a lot of challenges to get to that goal.
Yeah.
So like I think that getting that house is gonna mean that I did so many other things along the way to get there, and like I just want there to be like a few certain factors. Like I want there to be an editing room that's like all white and super good for my mind. So once I'm like not thinking about money, I can like, you know, make my videos however
Great.
kind of like I would love to be able to make like a Jay Alvarez video and like making a Jay Alvarez video like that of like a certain place that I like if I went back to Positano, Italy, somewhere my family used to go a lot, like if I went back there and made a crazy video of that, be awesome. And like if in the future, if I'm doing that, if I have that freedom, that's something I'd want to do. And I
Yeah,
feel
Jay
like,
Alvarez is fucking living the dream.
Yeah.
He's just doing
Absolutely.
passion projects at this point.
yeah, he literally is.
Do you guys know
know?
Jay Alvarez?
I've heard of him, but I don't
Sounds
follow
like
him
a
too
reggaeton
much.
artist.
Yeah, he was popping like a while back,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Now he's
Sounds
probably
like a
more.
reggaeton
Was that
artist.
J Balvin, man?
He's
J
from
Balvin?
Hawaii.
No.
Yeah,
Probably
it's from
can't say it
Hawaii.
properly. Randy actually has a question for you about the little gigs.
Yeah.
About gigs. I mean, well, are we talking about the what's your view? I don't see anything about
the
gigs.
dream gig.
Oh, the dream gig. We forgot to initial the thing. Technical
We
difficulties,
didn't initial
everyone.
those. We're going off of them.
We're just spitballing.
Yeah.
sir.
that's
Well,
it.
bro, I mean, I feel like you kind of answered that actually. You know what your goal is. I mean, your dream gig. What is your dream gig?
My dream gig is given like $150,000 budget and access to like 2 or 3 companies and making a crazy video for them. And like what I mean by that is like the budget, so I can travel and I can pay to have my like the people that I want.
Taken care of.
Like
Sick.
I want to like be able to buy my friend out of his job and time wise like for example, I use Mason Mills a lot in one of my videos. He's a kid from Chapman. Like I would like to be able to basically buy his PTO, fly him to wherever I'm shooting this video, and then have that. And then the company aspects is like I love cars, so having like a car company sponsor a portion of that video so we can do a bunch of stuff in cars. A lot of this is like honestly like a combination of all these different videos that I've seen, one of them being Jay Alvarez's video in Dubai,
Yeah.
where he got a bunch of cars and they're just drifting in the desert. I would love to do a video for like a clothing company, for example, but I'm
I might
doing
know
it.
one.
Yeah.
Just maybe.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
I'm not trying to sell right now, but like you know what I mean. Like I'm trying to like that.
We also don't
that's-
have that budget.
That's
so.
my that's my dream job though. Is like
yeah.
unlimited money basically. That's what I'd call unlimited money for a video. And then like companies that like I can build the video around, because I like having some sort of like goal with the video.
Yeah.
And if I'm trying to like product place something sick, and then having the money also to like buy those people to like come. Obviously, like everyone that's in my videos right now, they all want to be there, and I don't have to pay for them for anything. They're just down. But just having the freedom when we're older, everyone's gonna have time, or everyone's gonna have like commitments and like more responsibility. So like that will allow that to work, and I think that that's how a lot of the other creators are doing it also. Like they're able to pay their people because like it's like they bring a ton of value.
Yeah.
Like
of
Mason brings tons of value. Dominique brings tons of value. Dominique is one of the girls that I use consistently.
Okay.
She shot like she was the model for my Mela video, and like that she brings a lot of value, and like it would be awesome to like pay these people
properly
in addition to like having
Yeah.
them be a part of it, because what we do is usually fun.
I think we all have the same mindset for
No,
that.
and that's amazing. We do. That's what I'm saying. I'll take my hat off to you, brother, because not many people think that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Many people are more so like, hey, you know what? I'm out this. I'm going to get it myself. But they don't think about their friends, right? They're like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and do this eventually and then just, make my money's worth and then head back out. No, you're thinking of going in there, getting a big enough budget to include your friends into it and get a piece of the pie as well. Which is amazing. Like we all think that way in this room,
Yeah.
right? But I feel like I've encountered a lot of people out here in Southern California that don't have that same mindset, right? They're more so like, I'm gonna drive right through you if I have to, but I'm getting mine no matter what.
I don't even know if it's me being like a good altruistic person or whatever, but like I just genuinely have fun when I can give other people a fun time, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like I get a lot of enjoyment out of
Right.
like sharing an experience with a bunch of people.
Uh-huh.
And so like that's a lot of the reason why I shoot a lot of my videos, because I know
Right,
everyone
right.
wants to do it.
Okay.
And like I don't like doing anything alone. Like I like having a crew
Yeah, it's
to
not
like
fun.
share it, like it's
Yeah.
super fun to like all like get it, even if it's just like going out to dinner, or if it's like making a crazy video, or going on a trip or something. Like it's just like doing it as a group and like all like having the same like goal, and like
That
I
goes
don't know,
into
all being
your-
stoked about it. It's just
You
epic.
living for experiences.
Yeah.
So it kind of reflects that in
Yeah,
general.
yeah.
You're just like, I want an experience in everything that I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun or money, doesn't matter. I just
Yeah.
want to have an experience.
That's
I love
great.
that.
That's
Yeah.
great stuff, man. Great content here. I love to hear it,
Yeah, it's crazy mindset.
Sure.
Well,
well.
much success, man, and it's not that far away.
I was
Yeah.
actually just talking to your dad yesterday or the day before. I don't know. Yesterday. Because I was like,
Yeah.
hey, Tucker's coming on the podcast tomorrow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And your dad was saying, like, going back to that thing, he's like, it's back in my days, we like were self-taught, we learned it, and we just kind of tunnel vision.
Mm-hmm.
But this new way, like generation, or just I guess this time now, everyone's helping each other grow. Whether you're in the same business or a different business, and it's working. So it's like you need fucking people to grow. Like you help this person out, you're gonna get even better, and you climb the ladder together. So it just goes back to the same thing
Yes,
that you
sir.
said
I love that
earlier.
mentality. I know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
such a good
Your,
mentality.
your dad said that, and I was like, that is true.
It's definitely
Yeah.
one of the ways to do it now.
And I think it's social media in general that created that.
I think so too.
That's the pros of it. There's cons,
Yeah.
but
Because think about it, you can literally network with someone halfway across the world,
Yeah.
all thanks to social media. You know what I mean? Because you won't even know this person exists. And then you
Yeah.
just come across their page and you're like, oh, fuck. You know, I'm going to hit him up. And this person lives in, I don't know, Dubai. Singapore.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy how that works, man. It's amazing.
The cold DM, man. It works.
The
It
cold
works.
DM. You know what? You'd
Yeah.
be surprised. It
Yeah.
actually works about like 80% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only lose.
I DM people all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Through the DM.
Yeah,
I cold DM
all the
people
time.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like for the podcast, for anything, even
Yeah.
when I started the private dinner business, just cold DM. Mm-hmm. And then it works.
My goal for this week was to send out 10 random DMs each day. Because it doesn't matter what it is. Like just
To anyone.
To anyone. It just had to be 10 businesses. Like, hey, can we do a video with this?
Yeah.
Hey, can we
Yeah,
do a
it's a
video
numbers
with this?
game at that point, man.
And
Yes,
just like
sir.
seeing what's gonna happen because you never know.
Have you done it?
Yeah.
Are you at
Not
10?
not today. I
Okay.
haven't done it yet today.
Today's what?
I
Oh,
didn't-
10
and
a
then-
day?
10 a day.
Oh, okay.
And then Tuesday, I think I did like 3 or something.
Okay.
Sometimes it's hard to like even just come up with a business because I'll just like go on Instagram and search like
It's hard to find people, yeah.
yeah. But
Well, we never got the message, man. What's going on?
No,
we're
Tucker,
here. We're
Tucker
here.
text me. I mean,
Yeah.
we've talked about it
I'm
before.
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to share with us, or like
Just
deep down,
just talk about it in
just talk
general.
about before we move over to like our
Anything
closer to the end segment?
yeah,
Cats.
let's go like a deeper route. I would say like
Okay. All right.
a lot of I would say right now like there's a lot of pressure as a man, and like there's a lot of like not like mental health, but like just like there's a lot of like I feel like with social media there's a lot of like area to compare and whatnot, and I feel like I used to really pay attention to what people thought and like try to compare myself, and there were times where like I wouldn't even have gratitude for the things that I've done or the things that I have because I'm looking in that mindset. And I feel like on this podcast it might have sounded like I know a lot or like I've done a lot or whatever, but I want to make a statement that I'm in a continuous like point of progressing, and I have not reached any sort of like success yet in my mind. Like I think that I have still tons of ways to go, and like I don't know how I came off on this.
No, I think
but-
honestly you came off exactly that way. I think you're very humble. You're very
Yeah.
grateful, and I've told everybody like you and your whole family, you guys are so humble and so grateful, even though you've achieved some.
I don't think I have, but I think my parents definitely
Yeah,
have.
but they're still very like I'm just saying like
Yeah.
it goes over to their
Yeah.
children as well. You know, you and your siblings who
Mm-hmm.
you're the constant progression. You're never like, oh, I did this, I did that. It's like I want to do this. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm working on this. So it's like I mean, what do you guys think?
Yeah,
of
no,
how,
it's a clear reflection, you know, off of your parents. They did a great job, and
Yeah.
I think you didn't come off as cocky or
Okay,
you know,
good.
prick. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're-
yeah,
I'm
no,
never
no,
on
no,
camera.
no.
No, you're good,
I'm
dude.
trying to. That's actually another thing is like I'm trying to get comfortable being on camera. Like my Instagram page, I don't even have a photo of myself. Like
No, it's
you
funny
know?
because I posted the video on V from you filming Wilder.
Yeah.
And I was like, I told my fiance Gabby and like a bunch. I was like, oh, Tucker made this video. Like, oh, is this Tucker? It's like, no. It's like, oh. And I was like,
Yeah.
They're just like, not you. I mean, you're behind the lens, kind of like
I'm-
Jensen is always behind the lens.
I'm behind the
Yeah.
lens and I'm trying to get in front of it. I think like for Instagram, like your face and your brand matters, and like I don't know, I just haven't been that public
Yeah.
on social media. I'll post like little clips, but like a foreigner could not tell who like runs the account. So like
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to do. I was definitely nervous for this today. I was like, I don't know. I'm like on camera,
Dude,
an
you're
hour
great.
on camera, you know, but I'm going to definitely like that's, I would say that's another thing I'm trying to work on is just like being able to be on camera and just like be myself and just, you know.
To be fair, when we
Go
first
from
started
there.
the podcast, like we were very like, if you look at our previous podcast, like it was
Right.
kind of awkward stuff like that. We're definitely getting better.
You guys seem like full pro hosts,
Really?
like just chilling. Yeah.
Fuck.
This guy's a
Whole
full
thing.
pro. I actually hate being in front of the camera too.
He's a good host.
I don't like it.
Yeah, but Miguel has one of the best voices
He
for
does.
fucking the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, I don't
Like yesterday when we were filming the video for the talking and me asking the questions,
Yeah.
I wanted you to be there to ask the questions. I was like, damn, Miguel's voice would sound better than mine right now.
Sexy.
Yeah, it just sounds better, nitpicky and whatnot. But going back to like you like showcasing your face more and being in front of the camera, you're also like an extension of your own brand, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, me and Miguel talk about this all the time. Like, you're a reflection of what you do.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you put yourself out there, you're probably gonna get even like your energy, who you are as a person, is amazing already. So if you put yourself out there, you're probably gonna get more people gravitating towards you.
No,
you put
yeah.
the energy in person already. Obviously, it gravitates like, you know, you wouldn't be on this podcast if we didn't have like some sort of like energy. And I think social media, I think you could probably kill it pretty well too.
I gotta throw some stuff up. I haven't, but I need to. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to get raw me in front of the camera. I feel like usually when cameras turn on, it's like you're not getting me anymore. You're getting like this like really quiet, reserved, like I don't know. I've tried to shoot ads for this company Oculu, and like I just like could not.
I saw
speak.
you did an ad for maybe it's the same one. It's like the travel
Oh yeah, see that's
Simple or whatever.
Simple,
that was you.
yeah.
Simple.
That was me.
You were
yeah.
on camera.
I was
bro.
like, I have
you were
to.
on camera.
Alex was like, "That was you."
That was,
Yeah,
that was me trying
I
to
forgot this Tucker.
Literally, that was and that was like a week ago. So
Yeah.
I had this goal like a month ago, but took this long, and now I put one video up, and like I don't know. I would love to get more. I want to post one video where it's just me surfing, like just like what I do to go surf.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good video to like get to know who I am, because like
Right.
that's like me just chilling. I don't want to post like working out videos. Like I don't work out at like a very aesthetic gym. It's just like there's like a lot of other people there, so I don't want to like
Film in that public space.
Like
and
your
whatnot.
gym would be so much better to film at, because it's like it's black with the highlights. Like I want everything on my Instagram to look good. Also,
Okay.
like
I mean,
it needs
that's
to
your
look,
business.
It needs to
Yeah.
look. The video
Yeah.
always has to be like really HD.
No matter what it is. You know what you should do? Because I actually loved that when you said your short term. Actually, I don't know if it was a short term or long term, where it's like, I want my mind, my body, and financial freedom.
Yeah.
And like those three topics, I feel like if you like create some sort of like videos around, because that's kind of who you
Yeah.
are and want to be, that'd be amazing. I would fucking watch that content all the time.
Yeah, same here.
That honestly could be. That's actually a really good idea.
What you could
actually.
also do to
Yeah.
create content on
That's who you
working
are.
out, you can get a day pass to a certain private gym. Mm-hmm. You know, just create
film
content there,
that.
and that's it.
Solutions.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
could honestly probably, well, maybe, you know, like Onyx.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Onyx
they, I'm
LA
sure
is
they
down the
wouldn't
street. It's
mind.
like all black, super nice lighting, whatnot. I'm sure if you just did a video and like tagged Onyx, Nick
Yeah.
and Griffin, the owners, would probably be like stoked.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'd also
yeah.
film you if you want to shoot something. Like I actually.
Let me
like,
wait. Let me
tonight-
get a little down
Let me get a little-
let me get 8% first,
little
maybe, and
more
gain 20
jacked.
pounds of shit, bro.
Dude, like check out Miles. Miles has done probably 3 times, or I would say like just body change wise, he's probably done 3 times what I've done, and
Shit.
like, or maybe 2. I don't know if I'm exaggerating or not, but like Miles, seriously now, he's the most shredded human being you'll ever see. It looks like he's
That's like an
serious.
anime?
He seriously,
Dragon-
he honestly
Dragon Ball
does
Z?
look like an anime, and like he looks like he's like a supplement kid, but he's not, you know, or like whatever, like.
Oh, like on gear or something.
Not like, or yeah, he's not like massive. He is
Yeah.
pretty big, but like his body, the transformation and just everything, it's insane. Like,
That's wild.
yeah, he is the craziest.
Before we go into the rapid fire segment,
Yeah.
is there any last topics anybody want to talk about?
What's
I
your?
think
I have a question. What's your favorite part about creating a clothing brand? Like, what's the best process?
We
about
might
it?
have different answers, but this is actually going to be interesting.
We do have different answers. but-
My answer is, so Vive for me is obviously, we got it tattooed. I got it 7 years ago. Vive means to live. For me, it's more about the messaging, and clothing for me is just a route, right? If we could sell mugs, just this is the most basic mugs, and the message is spread, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Okay.
For me, clothing is just a route. So I think it doesn't matter what it is really, as long as the message gets out there, I would do it in a heartbeat. Clothes are just the route for now. And then, we also do different branch, because like this podcast is powered, presented by Vive the brand.
right.
So that's still a branch.
Well, it's under the branch of Vive.
That's what I'm saying. It's under the branch. So it's like another branch of like what Vive is. Clothing is just a route for me.
Yeah. Well,
then-
for me, I mean, I've always been into mental health as well, which is what the brand stands behind, right?
Yeah.
But I've also really been into fashion. I mean, I've always just liked good clothes.
Yeah.
You know, I've always just liked looking good, dressing good because I feel good afterwards, right? And I feel like if I could help someone dress better and you know, just kind of feel more comfortable with their own skin, that itself pays me. You know, so just kind of creating good clothes, cool designs, and hoping people like them.
Yeah.
And I just feel comfortable in them.
I mean, I wear it actually a lot. I
Yeah,
bought some at the last. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
at
the
Soul
new
Grill,
drop.
the pop up.
last
Yeah.
event.
Oh,
But
nice.
yeah,
You were there.
yeah.
Sick.
Oh yeah. So Randy does.
I got a full
um,
fit. I got
Yeah?
the sweatpants and the hoodie, so it's
There we go.
Randy's Kraken Productions. Tell a little bit about.
I
I
did
mean,
the
he
sound.
doesn't know about you.
So Kraken Productions is regards pro audio.
Yeah.
So I host events. I do sound for hire, and I do like big raves sometimes. And so in regards to like the Vive and Kraken events, I'm the guy that's more on the sound, and I book the DJs and everything.
yeah.
So that was me. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I know some DJs if you ever need people.
Absolutely. Always.
Oh, that's actually pretty good because he does raves at Joshua Tree. So
Have you ever do you ever do videos for like musicians or DJs or whatnot or no?
I have because I wanted to get clients from people seeing that video.
Oh, okay, but
if
not
that
it's not
makes
something that
sense.
like you're really into.
I like doing it. There was a point where I sent out 100 DMs to DJs and like I got no responses. Or I'd get like people would literally troll me because I would be like, oh, like you guys actually want a video, and they'd be like, no, we have an in-house team. Like, what are you
Oh
talking
God,
about? Like,
people, man.
yeah, and like, but I do like it. I definitely like creating the vibe, but no, I've shot two, both like small LA Orange County DJs. I don't know. I had another question for you though. What's the next step for Vive? Also, what's like the next big building block you guys are working on?
That's a good question.
That is a
Damn,
good
put on the
question.
spot.
We might have different answers, obviously, but
Yeah.
Miguel, you could go first this time.
what's your next step for Vive?
Big step, building block. You said.
Building block.
Yeah,
You
could
heard
go
it here
and
first.
then we'll
Honestly,
see.
what inspired me the most, and what I really want to get towards, which would be like in the next maybe 2 years or so, so not so long term, but so you know Dark Sports, the clothing brand Dark Sports.
No, I don't know.
No?
I can
Well,
look it
Do you know
up.
They're-
Civil Regime?
No.
Okay, so they're a huge clothing brand, branched out into fitness actually.
Okay.
It's like a streetwear brand, but you know how the working out or the fitness community kind of dabbled into the street attire
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
realm in
yeah.
a sense. 5-inch inseam shorts, oversized t-shirts, all that stuff. Well, they have it all. Anyways, they recently had this event, and the community there just seemed so like, even if they were all strangers, like they all just seemed so connected, right? And this event took place in like a empty, just big, like I don't know, it was probably like 5 blocks of just terrain, just grass,
Yeah.
right? And then they had like DJ events. They had
It was
like
like
this
Coachella.
big, pretty much it was at Coachella,
Mm-hmm.
but it was their own event, their own thing. It was called the Dark Sports event,
Okay.
right?
At Coachella.
So something like that to like kind of bring people over and network and just socialize. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like us having that impact on somebody else, because like you never know who you're gonna meet at that event, right? Like you
Yeah.
can change somebody's life just by attending that event. Like
Yeah.
you can meet this one person, talk, network, and either you can, you know, grow your business with that person, or you can fucking marry that person
Yeah.
at the end. You know, you never really know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
to be
just-
fair,
just
like
that.
I mean, we've all created events already,
Yeah.
and I think we're doing that in a smaller scale. But
That-
you're saying
that's
to
what I'm
make
saying.
it like
Well,
a big scale.
It's a small scale. That's what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
said, what's the
Cool.
next step?
Oh, like
That's
a
the
big
next step.
scale. Okay. Yeah, because obviously you come to an event. We do every 2-3 months or whatnot, and it's actually pretty cool. The people we meet and the community is growing and growing. So obviously, like that's the next big step. I think for me, for Vive, like next building block, and it'd probably be sooner than later, is start going to like small retail shops, little local shops right here and there, have a little bit of
I mean,
clothes.
that's not a big step. Would you
I
consider that
mean,
a big step?
I would consider it a big step.
Dude, I think that's
Where's our
big.
clothes right now? Just here.
But that's so
E-commerce.
achievable, though. I mean,
I know.
we can do that. Like,
The event
no
is
problem.
achievable too.
Yeah, but that's like I mean, to host an event that big, the budget must be like 80 grand. You know what I mean? Like you can't just
Unless you get
host that
sponsors.
event. For us to
That's
get
another thing. Yeah.
Sponsors.
dude.
Most of our events is sponsored.
and we will get sponsors though.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to sponsor an event and then pitch in 10 grand when we're not even that well known yet?
A-Shock.
Hey, yeah. Actually, though, like that's lucrative because then also you can pitch them, hey, while this event's going on, we're going to be shooting videos because we know video guys, and
Yeah.
we're going to be also we know a bunch of people that like runs like sound systems. We're going to cover that, so we're not going to have that cost.
would wish.
And think about that in like a year. How many people you're going to know that run businesses that will be able to supplement the cost on that and lower it? Like,
Yeah.
like you said, networking, when you go to different events, like if you can get the right people all together, you can make an event actually not that expensive. I mean, yeah, it's still going to be expensive, but like you can all come together and everyone can pull value really quickly, and like, you can collaborate.
We'll all do it together.
Yeah.
Right.
All go up together.
Yep.
We're actually going to end this with a wrap or lightning round questions.
Lightning
Okay.
round.
We actually don't really have them on the board, but now we're just going to come up with one each.
Just wing
and
it.
just keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll go first, and then we'll go this way,
Just
guys.
gonna wing it.
If you were gonna die right now or tomorrow, what would be your last meal? Rapid fire.
Salmon and rice.
Damn, salmon and
love
rice.
salmon
Okay.
and rice.
What type of
Just-
salmon?
Salmon nigiri, salmon teriyaki rice, all that. Just I love salmon.
so
I love
hungry now.
rice. I'd go to Soda Sushi in Corona Del Mar, and I'd just be like, hey,
Soto sushi. Let's
at
go.
max, just all of it, and just salmon and rice.
Just salmon and rice.
Salmon
baby.
and
Okay.
rice.
All right, love it.
Yeah.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh gosh. Biggest pet peeve. Oh, this is like, I have a dog allergy, and if your dog is going crazy and like you can't keep your dog under control and like it's like attacking me or like it's like running around and going crazy, I'd say that's just off the dome.
You're like,
Pet
I'm
peeve.
done with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I love dogs. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you're just allergic.
I also
Yeah.
love water dogs.
You
Today
can't help it.
I saw two seals. That's what I call a water dog.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
two seals fighting.
You're like, fuck.
Like I was surfing, they're fighting each other, and then another guy's like, "Dude, don't get too close. That's like the aggressive one." And I'm like, "Okay, so
I was like, I heard
So-
you're aggressive.
yeah,
They
keep your
actually are,
seals
yeah.
and your dogs under control."
Okay. Seals and dogs.
Yeah.
Control your seals, guys. Right, Randy?
Yes.
You're
Make
right.
sure you hear that.
Control my
Yeah.
seal.
So many people have pet seals, so
I got a couple in my backyard. It's not a big deal. Okay, what's something you wish you enjoyed more in life? Just something you wish you were like, okay, I wish I enjoyed this a bit.
learning. I feel like in school it beat learning out of me, like, and like reading, like some of the books we had to read in school were so dumb. I was like always in school. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to avoid that. So I wish that like learning and reading, like I didn't have a stigmatism towards it. I wish that I could enjoy that
it.
process more, which I still do like learning, but I wish I liked learning like I do surfing, which I think is possible.
Okay. What's your biggest fear?
Oh my gosh, probably not ever making it. Like not ever reaching the financial goal and like making my parents proud, I would say.
I think your parents are proud of you. Like even right now.
Failure.
I think that like internally I don't feel like I've done what I need to, and like I feel like not hitting that would be like my biggest fear ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. What's your dream car?
Lamborghini Huracan Evo. I had it for a video
It's like
last
sold.
summer, and I was like, this is the car I want, like
Sick.
hands down. And obviously like I'm never gonna like own that. Like I'll probably have it
Yeah,
for
you
6 months, and then I might have it for a little bit, but like you can't drive around that after that.
Yeah.
G-Wagon, orange G-Wagon.
Oh, orange.
Orange,
G-Wagon.
bro. Yeah.
Colors, baby.
That's
G-Wagon,
right.
baby, let's go.
Yeah,
I want
orange
to see
G-Wagon.
the Rolls Royce, the SUV one.
The SUV.
All decked out orange inside.
Dude.
With the orange accents outside too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You
All
go.
right. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Oh gosh. Teleportation for sure. I wish I
Dude,
could.
that was the same.
That's
yeah,
that's mine. Yeah,
mine
that's
too.
where I'd be at
yeah.
too. Fuck
If I could just get to work immediately and just get to surfing, and like I have webcams on my phone where I can go see Surfline and I can see like how the waves are. If I could just kind of like be like, okay, Chopu in French Polynesia is
like-
firing, just bam right there with my board, surfing it perfectly, then dip right back to a meeting. And, like that would be the coolest
fucking
thing
cool.
ever.
Yeah, I feel like if I had teleportation, I'd still show up late to work. You know?
No, you would. That's
Randy,
you, Randy.
you definitely would. Fun fact today, I said 10:30, and then when Jen said 11, I texted Jensen. I was like, "We're actually meeting at 11." I'm just telling 10:30 to everybody else,
Yeah.
which worked out.
I
'cause we-
figured.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's like, I figured. If you had to pick a place to live, city or like suburbs, or like more, I guess like what was that? I mean,
Just like wilderness, like
wilderness. Yeah.
I would do like beach suburb. That's what I would do.
Okay.
So something like that, either like Carlsbad or like Newport Beach.
Okay.
Something like that.
Carlsbad.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
I think eventually that would get old, and I think everyone would eventually want to move to like the polar opposite. But for right now, it's my favorite. That's my favorite like zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sick. What is the biggest place or your most favorite place you'd want to visit? Place you've never been.
Probably Chopu, French Polynesia. It's a wave. It's a left. It's like a really dangerous wave, but I would want to surf it when it's like not that big.
Yeah, so you actually like accomplish it and whatnot.
Yeah, I just want to go see that. Because the water's super clear, you can see like 40 feet visibility. It's like nuts.
French Polynesia, baby.
But it's like a whole excursion.
Nice.
I'll make it there eventually.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, to end this podcast, what is your favorite energy drink?
Dude, I mean, I just picked one of these up. They're so good.
Yeah.
Gosh, they're so amazing.
Hey,
I
Sean.
love that you're like
A-Shot.
favorite energy drink.
So, I mean, honestly, this one is fire.
It's really
This
good.
one does taste really good. I'm about to test the, like, the jitter. I usually get jittery off these, so I'm about to
Right.
test this right now. I'm gonna go drink this, ice bath, work out, and then, like, maybe I'll text Alex and be like,
Yeah.
yo, it was
Yeah,
fire.
there
Yeah,
you
it's
go.
fine. Or
And
it's
then
like, bro, this got me too crazy. I'm not doing it anymore.
No, they don't get you that crazy, bro. I'm telling you, it's a green tea extract, so you
Actually
don't
does
get the
taste really
jitteriness.
good.
Yeah.
Tucker, anything you want to say? Plug in your stuff, or where can people find you?
Yeah,
and
check
any
out.
last word.
Oh yeah, this is my plug. Check out Vive the brand and go buy a T-shirt. That's really it. Thank you.
Whoa,
Sweet.
what a guy!
All right, guys.
All right, everybody.
There it is.
Thank you for listening to Life of Friends podcast presented by Vive the Brand. If you could help one person listening, then that's all that matters. Whether it made you laugh, entertained you, motivated you, or gave you knowledge, that's all that freaking matters. Bye.
Thank you, boys.
Freaking matters.
Good having you, man.
Dope, bro.
Dude, thank you. That was fun.
What a pod.
Good. Yeah. Hey, good job.